Hi friends, how's everyone doing on this Monday night? I just got home. Uh, I worked 7 to 1 and then I went to the job interview and I got it. Woot woot. More on that in a bit. And then I went to CVS. Did I go to CVS? Decided to bite the bullet and get my meds, my hormones, with the hopes that I used my debit card and I've got a bunch of checks out against it, but I get paid Thursday, so I'm kind of playing a little bit of Russian roulette with that. But I don't like when you wait too long to get meds and then CVS or whatever reshelves them, and then it's a pain in the ass to get them. They've got to like call your doctor again, and you just feel like an asshole for like not having money for your meds. But I did not get the duloxetine because I have enough left as it is, and I didn't get the Ambien, but the Ambien was only 90 cents. I'm like, you know, some of this stuff is so cheap. I have a prescription that costs 12 cents. And then I've got the ones that are like $155. My estrogen patches were like 88. The progesterone was, I think, 30. I'm hoping it's going to help, and I'm hoping it's going to help with my headaches because I already see a neurologist, and I'm not sure what else to do at this point. I don't like popping, Excedrin migraine constantly or Advil or ibuprofen. That's the same thing. It all taxes your stomach, your kidneys, your liver, and. Anyway, I'm making some grilled, boring chicken for dinner. I had this chicken breast in the fridge that I knew I needed to use up. I got my Trader Joe's 21 seasoning salute. And, I'm a YouTuber, so I have to have everything but the bagel. But guess what? I had this long before any of those bitches. I've really had this for like well over a year. This is like one of my favorite. Look, it's almost gone. High in sodium, though, and my freaking feet, they systemically swell. They're not always swollen, so I know it's not like a congestive heart issue or whatever. But just during the day, from being on my feet and my pinched nerves in my back and the heat is ridiculous today. And like I always say, I need to go to bed early. So I don't even know what to say about the. Let me sit down and talk. You guys can look at my. Look how fast this fucking shit happens. Sorry I'm swearing so much. I don't know why I'm doing that. Shannon, I blame you. But yeah, I mean, I live alone. It's like, why? And check it out. My aunt, who's a doctor, sent me another thing of CBD lotion, which is awesome because I can't afford this, God knows. And this is the kind with THC in it too. So I rubbed a bunch of it in my lower back because it's been hurting extremely bad today. Work was rough today. For so many different reasons. And as I alluded to before, I got a call from Diane in HR, and I have to see her tomorrow at 11. First she said 9, and I agreed to that, but then I remembered I have Michael at 9:15, and ain't no way I'm giving that up. Oh, God, that man's going to get an earful. And what makes this whole sexual harassment thing that much worse is doing battle with so-called friends who, even in this day and age of Me Too and all that jazz and zero tolerance, there's still women that will tell women, oh, don't make waves. Come on. Don't, you can let this blow over. He's just an asshole. He's just being a guy. Don't get him in trouble. And I'm like, wow. Like, really? This is okay with you guys? And I just look like some old, prude or something that doesn't like when a guy's coming on to me? Do you know how evolved I've become over the years to realize that, like, when a guy is making overtures like that, it doesn't mean he likes you. It means he kind of doesn't like you and doesn't respect you and doesn't value you and just wants you because, you have a vagina or a mouth or tits or... I'm not trying to be crude, but it's like, I don't buy any of that anymore. I don't buy that flirtation means someone likes you. I think it can mean that, but I know what my gut told me about all this very, very quickly, and I'm super proud of myself for that because trust me, guys, the old me would have like ate that shit up. Really. I would have had him over. I would have done shit with him. I would have then wondered like, oh, what went wrong? I thought he liked me. Oh, it must be me, I must be too fat. I must be too old. I'd get depressed. Like I went through that roller coaster with many a man in my life where everything was about like, well, I better get him to notice me. I better be like super good in the sack so he'll like me. And, you know, maybe this is like one of the gifts of menopause in a strange way. And I never thought I would give menopause fuck all for credit. But maybe once your hormones start like settling down, you just become really commonsensical and you just have no time for the bullshit. I mean, would I like to get laid? Yeah, but I would like it to be with a guy I connect with intellectually and cerebrally and sense of humor and sense of values and, you know, someone who can like appreciate all of me, not just, you know, what am I saying? I didn't mean to go on a fucking rant about that. I'm keyed up and nervous about tomorrow's meeting. But on the other hand, I'm on my way out of the company, although I can keep one foot in the door because I can still be immobile and only give them like 13.33 hours a month. So I can officially have 2 jobs, but I don't want to burn out. And, but I'm happy that my back was really hurting and my head was really hurting when I went in for the interview. I didn't get a great sense from like the place. Like I was writing a very, very long application on like a cardboard box. And I'm like, guys, where's the decor? Where's the fake plant? Where's the IKEA desk? Like anything. A picture on the wall, you know? Man, if I had an office, I'd have it decorated to the hilt. But, and I hate paperwork. I hate resumes. I hate applications. I hate going into the whole, like, are you going to check on my references? You know, when you leave a job, it's not always on the best terms, and you got to wonder about who's going to vouch for you. And I just went for it. I really went for it. I put down everything. I put down personal references, coworkers, former employers, and I looked this woman straight in the eye and I said, I'm your man, you know, I'm your woman. I've got 18 years experience in Alzheimer's, dementia, autism, traumatic brain injury, cerebral palsy, ALS, what's the one with Jerry Lewis? MS. I've taken care of people in all levels of, you know, everything except giving out meds, although I did do that with one job. And nothing was said about diplomas or graduating or fingerprinting. I mean, they will do a criminal background check. I do have to get a physical, but it was like really straightforward. And I thought to myself, well, okay, so they've gathered up my info and they'll go over it and they'll talk amongst themselves and then they'll, you know, I'll hear from them later. And it was like, no, they came right out with a lanyard and a badge. They took my picture. I got a scrub top, which is going to be hell to wear because I hate this kind of material so bad. It's 65% poly, 35 cotton, made in China. And it's that like scratchy, rough material that doesn't breathe. A little bit annoyed that I have to wear a scrub top, but you got to pick your battles. And I can't wear jeans. I have to wear navy blue pants or black pants. And a lot of older people don't believe in air conditioning because they're always cold. So we went over the orientation, you know, the handbook, the tax forms, the direct deposit. I'll get paid every week, not bi-weekly. I told them that I would not like to travel too far, you know, that I do have a vehicle and I can drive, but I don't know that old people will want to climb up into a Jeep. I said that it has broken down a lot in the past and I'm trying to think about getting something newer, but that I'm not going to drive too far into Connecticut from where I live now, and I'd prefer local cases. And it felt really good to be direct and say like, no, this is what I want. This is my requirement, and here's what I can bring to the table for you. It felt pretty symbiotic, especially when I talked to like the manager, not just the receptionist. And so I'm kind of excited. I'm happy they like me. I asked her, I said, you know, when you cast out that net, you know, did you catch a lot of fish? You know, you get a lot of applicants. And she's like, yeah, like 5 a day, but that doesn't necessarily mean we're going to hire everyone. And she hired me and this other guy like right on the spot. So that was really cool. I always get confused as to how to fill out the W-4 forms because I'm separated but legally married and we usually do our taxes together, but he doesn't give me anything back. He keeps it. So this year I might want to just do my own, but I'm in a whole different tax bracket. I make so much less than him. It's not even funny. So that was my day. It was kind of crazy. I feel like I went somewhere besides just CVS. Oh, Jesus Christ, my brain. Wow, it's actually alarming how much I forget. I got a manicure pedicure to celebrate. Even though my nails are like super short, I got like a purpley orchid with, I'm not giving you the finger, I'm giving you the ring finger. Will you marry me? This is like a pearlescent white. And then my toes, my fat toes, look how swollen that is like fuchsia. My local place does mani and pedi Monday through Wednesday for $20. And I think you cannot beat that with a stick. And no, I don't have the money. I know I complain about money and then I get a mani pedi, but like, I don't buy groceries and I'm not buying cigarettes now. So I'm going to treat myself. I was kind of celebrating me today with taking a risk, taking a chance, you know, being a whistleblower and not being tempted to call myself a bitch because of it. I feel bad that everyone's not kind of behind me with this and they think that it's very harmless fun. Here's the thing. If I was flirting back with him and if I was inviting it, none of this would have escalated. But because I told him to stop and he wouldn't stop, that's when I realized, like, you know what? This is harassment. This isn't welcome attention. And I'm not doing a goddamn thing to encourage him. I told him, like, my stance on everything. And actually, I was too nice about it. Because at one point, I even said to him, like, you're a nice guy. You know, I was trying to say, like, you know, you're a nice guy. Calm down. Don't do this to yourself. You know, I found out through HR that there was a complaint about him a couple years ago. And she was really surprised. She's like, you know, he is a nice guy. She goes, I don't know what brought this on. And then I just get this weird knee-jerk response in me that somehow somebody's insinuating that I did something to egg him on. And when he came over and dropped his phone number in front of me, I was sitting there reading a book of poetry. You know, you can't really get less sexy than that. You know, I don't dress sexy at work. I'm old. I mean, I know I'm not like dead, but like, come on, I'm 53. Like, go hang out with some 25-year-old. Like, leave me alone. I have no hormones left. God, I don't think I remember how to have sex. Okay, this is getting way into TMI. I broke down and I watched Amberlynn Reid's video tonight, and it put me in a real mood. I got really irritable. I don't know how it works when you're tagged in a video. I know Shannon tagged me, or said that she forgot to tag me with the, I mean, does that just mean you make a response video? I'm sorry for being so lame. I don't know what it means to tag someone. And she was talking about, like, the things that irritate you the most on YouTube. And a couple of the things that came to my mind is when fat YouTubers who are failing on their journeys grab hold of something, don't plan on doing anything about it, don't have the discipline to follow through for even a couple days, but then because they're excited about some future thing that they're not willing to really work for, they start lecturing us, their viewers, about how much they know about nutrition and this and that. And the fact that she called her doctor, again, the guy, leads me to believe very much that the whole fucking thing is a fabrication. The doctor is a hologram, you guys. You know, he's holographic. She was saying stuff that just did not make sense. You know, no one's going to tell a 600-pound woman to go to McDonald's or to only lose 8 pounds a month, or, like, you know, equivocate with her to assuage her and make her feel better about her fucking, oh, it just irritates me. She's in so much denial. There was something else that aggravated me too today, but I've already forgotten. So, want to see my cat food haul? I forget which of my viewers talked about the Premier protein shakes. Lisa, I think it was you. I got some today at CVS. Look at my background. Wow, is that tacky? I am like white trash. I got the Premier protein shakes. I forgot which flavors you recommended, but they were buy one 4-pack and get the second 4-pack half off this week at CVS. So I got caramel and chocolate. I was almost going to get the banana one, but I don't even like regular bananas, so why would I like a fake flavored shake? I had a caramel one in the car because I was starving, and part of my headache was probably from not eating enough today. That's what's great about keto. You just don't get that hungry. So I slammed that down, a warm caramel protein shake. 30 grams of protein, 5 grams of carb, but really it's 3 grams of net carb because you subtract the fiber, the 2 grams of fiber. The 2 fiber, as Amberlynn would say. So that's like a huge meal. I mean, that's a protein-packed, you know, So I'm kind of happy I have 8 of those now to have as like a meal substitute. And I've got my chicken breast I'm going to eat. I don't have any veggies in the house, but this is going to be my next hair color because I had a coupon and I had extra care bucks and this was on sale. So I got Revlon Color Silk Buttercream for like $3 in the shade Violet Black, which is violet black. And it's going to look black on me for like 2 whole weeks because remember how black it looked before? And now it's already like, look at this, light brownish pink. And I can't. I don't know. I don't think it's my hair being that porous. I think it's my really bad water. I have really hard water here. Whenever I'm at someone else's house or whatever and I take a shower, it's like, oh, this is what water's supposed to feel like. This is what it feels like when soap rinses cleanly off you and your shampoo rinses off you. I'm hyper. Definitely going to bed early tonight. Tomorrow is going to be therapy and then HR and then I work overnight and I don't know what's happening the rest of the week, but I'm going to the city Friday and Saturday. Sunday I'm working a 4 to 10 and then an overnight somewhere else. And, you know, I don't know when I'm going to be assigned anything for the new job. I have to get a physical. And that's going to be at my cost, which kind of irritates me. But like I said, they're not going to fingerprint, which is cool. And, yeah, you just heard my life story, kind of. I'm going to eat my chicken. I'm going to have a huge glass of lemon water. And I might take a shower because I'm all sweaty. I love this top, but it's like a real fake synthetic material, so I've been like sweating all day. And I always have a fear that I'm going to smell. Wanted to ask you guys if you could weigh in with me. What kind of deodorant do you use that really, really, really works? Because I've used the Secret Clinical and like the Degree Clinical, and they're $10 a tube, and they really don't work. And Secret doesn't work, and like nothing seems to work except I think Dove isn't too bad. But like I don't know. Maybe it's just getting older or changing hormones, but I feel like I have to like wash myself and reapply deodorant like many, many times because I'm just so afraid of BO. Wow, what a way to end a vlog. That's it for now. I'm glad that I told you guys I got the job. I was worried about it. I kind of didn't think I would because I get really frozen up during writing out applications and when it gets to the part about education and this and that, and there was nothing in there about GEDs or diplomas or... It doesn't take a genius to sit with old people and go grocery shopping for them and cook for them and clean for them and do their laundry. But let me tell you something. This is going to be a damn sight better than screaming people for hours at a time and people that spit on you, curse you out for hours, throw chairs at you. My job gets very physically strenuous. It really does. And when I go there and I'm overtired and I'm working on a headache already, when I have a resident that's screaming, and when I say screaming, I mean like a beastly bellow from the bowels of hell, like screaming, like you want to just have an exorcism. And that'll go on for hours. And like, I can't even tell you the head pain that like snakes around my ears and it goes into my jaw and my sinuses. And I'm just at my saturation point. Like it's time to go. I'm glad I lasted a year. I gave it my best shot. I'm a damn good caregiver. And I can say that with no ego or pride. It's just true. Besides being a writer, I think that's kind of my calling in life, is to help people feel cared for and loved and protected. And they blew it with me because I didn't feel like anybody was protecting me. And we'll see what happens tomorrow. Wish me luck with that. I probably won't be back on tonight, but you know, your girl here changes her mind a lot. And Wednesday is weigh-in Wednesday. I don't want to get freaked out if it's not a big loss or if I stayed the same. I think I'll lose because I feel a little more pulled in. I don't feel quite as like jiggly, but this is a 20-minute video, you guys. Wow. I love you. Peace out. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.